パレット。注意事項です。
All characters in this game are over 18 years old, but they're all high schoolers.
9つ9日9
Did she just say night, like Hitler night? Hi, my name is VitaminDStain, and welcome to Night! This game was recommended by a ton of you guys. Like, the last episode, I had talked about how I created a poll. And in that video that I recorded, I had actually posted that poll before I even uploaded that last video of Salvador the Witch. The reason this is significant is because when I posted that poll, I wasn't expecting many of you to reply right away, especially with it being this game. An overwhelming amount of you guys said this game, and in a very short time. I was like, what the fuck? Crazy. This game must be gas. And I want to think so also because one episode of this is 20 bucks. I bought all 4 episodes for $70 instead of 80. They gave me 10% off. I bought the bundle or whatever. But 70 bucks for a VN? That's crazy. Like a user soft is like 40 bucks or less than 40 bucks, but like 70, it has to be. It better be good for that money. And the reviews say overwhelmingly positive, so I have a good feeling about this. And I'm very excited. Something that's totally unrelated to Ubisoft. And again, a lot of you guys recommended it, and I feel like there's a good reason for that. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. Oh, and thank you if you voted, if you took the time to vote. Thank you so much. I was so happy to see all of you comment, especially on one game. I thought it was going to be a lot more divisive or something. Well, no. Everybody was like, 9, 9, 9. And I was like, okay. Anyway, let's get started.
始まります。
Hajimarimasu. I can't find the timer. Oh, what the frick is wrong with this thing? Oh, they updated the OS. I do not like how it looks. It looks funky. This music got me like, wait a minute. What is this crap? Screen ain't full screen. Ah, that's better. A while back, there was this anime called Mobius Ring, the Cycle of Reincarnation. The town I live in. What is this name? Let me try. First try. Ready? Shiromitsugawa. Ah, not too bad. As bad as it looked. Shiromitsugawa helped sponsor it as a way of promoting tourism to the area. The show had some convoluted plot based off of local folklore. It left a big impression on a small group of dedicated fans, but most people regarded it as one of those oddball shows that doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Look at the buildings. I feel like I'm in Japan. I'm basically in Japan. Though I went down in anime history as a complete flavor. I'm too excited right now. By the way, I was about to say too, I'm totally feeling depressed today. But just thinking about starting a new game and seeing how hyped and amped you guys were about this one, I was like, you know what? I guess I'm not gonna be depressed right now, so yeah, this is the answer. If you're depressed, just do something you like. It's unclear whether the bigwigs behind the regional sponsorship deal are clueless to the fact or simply aren't willing to admit it. It's been 2 years since the anime aired. And here we are at the 2nd annual Mobius Festival. A ham-fisted? Ham and fist? Attempt to get some mileage out of the anime despite the local residents' overwhelming opposition to going through the cringe-worthy event a second time. Though as it turns out, the festivities end up being the furthest thing from anyone's mind. Ah yes, Biddy's right away, thanks. And surely she's over 18, right? Allegedly.
環境設定です。
18 and minors aside, are there any dialogue bars so I know when to not cut them off? Alrighty, whatever. Can you please repeat that, cosplayer? I need to check the audio.
皆さん落ち着いて、スタッフの誘導に従ってください。
Oh, it doesn't sound bad at all. A rather scantily clad cosplayer shouts to the smattering of festival goers or gooners. The majority do as they're told, while the more diehard enthusiasts continue their quest for the ideal camera angle and snap away. Pretty impressive dedication considering the rather substantial earthquake we went through a minute ago. Don't worry guys, that was just someone's mom. Oh, of course, flat chests matter too. I see why you're zooming in. I blink and turn around to find Sora, my younger sister. Remind me to never speak about the protagonist's sister again, or anyone for the matter. She's adorable. Look at her eyes too. It looks like space. Her eyes look like space.
Thank you.
Oh, I forgot that. You guys told me, one of you told me that the protagonist has actually his own voice line. So that means I don't have to give him a voice. I only have to narrate. That's cool. That's a nice little break. I totally forgot about that. And then another thing that was very important to note. Not important per se, but I thought something was very interesting. This voice actor voiced Kaido in Savage of the Witch. I thought that was so sick too. I'm like, yes! He deserves it. The voice actor. He's great. He left such an impact on me as being the cool bro in that last game. I took the bandage and wrapped it around my bloody right index finger. What were you doing? See, now I want to adjust the audio level. Alright, how about now? How would this make it sound? What? It definitely didn't lower the music. Okay, I think I get it now. I think I understand. How about now? How about this? I could work with this. I don't know about you, but I can.
部活に触るんじゃなかったな。あれやっぱダメか。
さあ、なんか難しい顔してたけど。あ、来た来た。気になるなら持ち主に聞いた方が早いよ。
That's the boss? Oh my god. I look over to where Sora is pointing to find a woman slowly walking towards us. She's one of the family that runs the shrine, and she works as a shrine maiden here, but she's just walking around in casual clothes rather than wearing the traditional shrine maiden outfit. It just ruins the whole festival atmosphere. I don't know what you're talking about, but she has ruined absolutely nothing. Incidentally, she's also a teacher at our school. She's also a teacher at our school, Hakusen Academy. And while I call her Miss Naruse, like any good student would, she's always saying she prefers Satsuki-chan. This teacher ain't weird, right? Right? You know what? Don't tell me. I want to be surprised. Shrine maiden and a teacher. I guess you could say both of those jobs are something of a higher calling. Interesting calling.
どうも、大変っすね。
ねえ、あのアニメで変な人うろつくようになって迷惑してたし、フェス中してざまあみろって感じだね。
As you can see, she has a lovely personality.
落書きされたこともある。
そうでしたね。
消毒液持ってきたんだけど、もう絆創膏しちゃった？
ああ、いいっすよ。軽く洗ったし。
古いものだし、ミッチのばい菌でもなければいいけど。
消毒液ください。
弱っ。
What are you talking about, Soda?
環境設定です。
うっせえな。
I accept the disinfectant and continue the conversation while pouring the liquid on my cut through the bandage.
仁義ってやつ、修復できそうですか？
無理じゃないかな。完全に壊れちゃったし。これからは紙粘土とかで適当にレプリカ作って祀っておけばいいでしょ。マジっすか。いいんすかそれで。そう。
It should be a disaster, but Miss Naruse really seems oddly optimistic about it. Or maybe apathetic is more the word. Or maybe the problem. No, it's not me. It's already high. No, they're just that quiet. That sucks. The sacred relic. According to local mythology, it was a treasure bequeathed by a god, and it also featured in that anime. It was no prop. The legend says it's a relic from ancient times and has been safeguarded in this very shrine since the days of old. The sacred relic is an oval-shaped spear no bigger than a fist. At first glance, it looks like a rusted hunk of metal, but it certainly does exude the aura of something rich with history. The shrine was keeping it out of display for the festival, but during that earthquake a minute ago, it got smashed, much to our surprise. I rolled right off its pedestal and fell to the ground, where it shattered into pieces. Though it looked like a metal, it was apparently as fragile as glass. The resulting mess having been deemed a safety hazard, I was ordered to clean it up, which is how I ended up stupidly cutting my finger. Had I known this was in store for me, I wouldn't have taken the side job to begin with.
さてさて、新見兄弟。
That sounds a little better, I think.
はい。
ウィース。今日はもう帰っちゃっていいよ。フェスどころじゃないだろうし。
いいんすか？
いいんじゃない？知らないけど。ほんと適当だな。まあ、私はバイトじゃなくて遊びに来ただけだからいいんだけど。
帰れるなら帰りたいが。
I take a glance.
ごめんなさい。今は写真はご遠慮していただけると。まだ自信あるかもしれないので、避難を。
Few guys with cameras are still crowded around that cosplayer, putting her in quite the awkward predicament.
九条さん真面目だね。
The cosplayer is Miyako Kujo. She's working the festival just like me, and not only does she go to the same school that I do, she's also in the same class. We've had a little interaction outside of that too. Well, sort of. Truth is, we've hardly ever talked. We're not what I'd call close, not by a long shot, but when I see her working so hard, it gives me second thoughts about taking Miss Naruse's advice and bailing.
あのレイヤーさんかわいいな。声優さん引っ張ってきたとか？声優さんっていうか、スポンサーさん？コロナグループの社長令嬢。何？コロナグループって。
コロナ飲料なら聞いたことあるだろ。
あのコロナ？コーラとかの？そうそう。マジで？
I really liked her voices too. It sounds really nice, especially the teacher's voice. Something about her voice just doing something to me.
マジ。割と有名だぞ。
なんで社長令嬢自らあんなことしてるんすか？
Why are you yelling?
アニメがこけて住民に迷惑かけたのに見て見ぬふりはできないって一番辛い仕事を立候補。あの人個人がスポンサー？まさか企業として出資してるわけだし個人でお金出したりはしないでしょう。親のしたことに責任感じてるってことです。
そうなるな。
環境設定で性格良さそう。実際いいよね。成績も上位だし。環境パーフェクト超人かよ。なんかムカつく写真撮っておこう。
撮ってどうすんだよ。
いつか何らかの機会に脅しの道具として使えるかもしれない。
クズだなお前。
親の格も違いすぎるよね。アマかけるとか中二ネームつけちゃう両親に育てられたせいで私こんなんなんすよ。
Sorry through this guy. That is pretty bad.
お前だいたい天って呼ばれるよな。
空って呼ばせたいなら普通の空でいいじゃんね。そのうち絶対解明してやる。せめて漢字は変えてやる。天さんってあだ名つけられたりしてそう。あの漫画みたいに。さよなら天さん。何それ？
知らん。
世代の差を感じてムカついたので早く帰ってください。
How old we're talking? I stand up and glance over at Kujo before getting ready to head back.
ごめんなさい。ポーズとかそういうのはないです。私ただの会場案内ですので。
She's having a hard time handling the few remaining guys who insist on taking pictures of her. She really looks like she's in a bind. Well, it's not my problem. I'm sure she'd really appreciate it if I dashingly stepped in to offer a helping hand, but unfortunately, I just can't muster the will to walk out onto that battlefield.
行くぞ、そら。
はいよ。さつきちゃん、またね。
Bye, Setsuki-chan.
お疲れ様。
I like her. We leave the shrine and start heading home. There are a few people who look like festival goers here and there. Probably heading towards the station, I bet.
にい、本当に良かったの？
She said, "My dude."
何が？
途中で帰っちゃって。一応クソフェスまだやってんじゃん。
俺は神社の手伝い。九条と違って正式なスタッフじゃない。
ああ、さつきちゃんに個人的に頼まれたってことね。
そういうこと。
She's really just my teacher, but Miss Naruse's parents and my parents have known each other since forever, so we're family friends. Interesting. Now that would make a little more sense why it's personal and why she insists on Satsuki-chan. I was like, yo, she's not a weirdo, is she? Another thing to note, I'm liking the tracks too. They're so chill. I like them. And the animations and where this takes place, I wonder where that inspo came from, where in Japan that came from, because there's a lot of nature in the streets, and I like that. The people running the shrine were probably looking for helping hands because they knew the festival was going to be such a hassle. They said they couldn't trust the staff, which is why keeping guard on the sacred relics was my main task. The job went south thanks to that whole natural disaster thing.
お前はいいのか？せっかく遊びに来たのに。
白蜜パフェってあったじゃん。
ああ、地名と白蜜をかけたあれね。
こんな小さいのに800円もした。味も普通だし、コンビニのスイーツの方がうまいし、楽しみにしてた自分を呪ったね。
I'm sorry for the loss.
あれ、グッズもついてたろ。
近くにいた人にあげようとしたんだけど、いっすいらねっすって言われた。
おかしいな。参加者はアニメファンのはずなんだけどな。
絶対赤字だぞあのフェス。ってちょい。
She yanks on my arm as I try to walk forward.
なんだよ。
どこ行くの？
駅だよ。
なんで？
もう帰るだろ。
帰るけど違うじゃん。家はあっちじゃん。
俺の家っつうか、俺の部屋はあっちだな。お前の家は一駅先だ。
Separated?
私もあそこに住みたい。
無理、狭い。
てか、なんでニーヤンだけ一人暮らししてるわけ？納得いかないんだけど。
お前が一人部屋欲しいって毎日のようにダダこねて、お前にクソ甘いおとんとおかんが俺を家から追い出したからだろ。
Bro, what? Talk about favoritism.
それどこの世界線の話？
俺帰るぞ。
やだ、止めてよ。
Who is this voice actor? She's sounding familiar. She's kind of reminding me of Meguru. And then I get like hints of Reina from Kinkoi. Don't tell me it's the same voice actress, huh? Are my ears deceiving?
嫌だね。
As my sister shows off her pampered worldview, wherein she always gets her way, so as long as she whines hard enough, I drag her along towards the station. Yeah, get rid of
まっすぐ
her.
帰れよ。
はいはい、わかりました。
はい、バイバイ。
Bye.
何、帰らないの？
帰る。お前が電車に乗り込んだらな。それまで俺はここを動かない。
くっそ、全く信用されてない。じゃあね、バイバイ。
はいはい、さようなら。
She's adorable. I like her. Soda sorts through the ticket gate and disappears into the crowd. I've been worried about whether the earthquake shut down any infrastructure, but the train station looks all clear. I'd be surprised if there weren't a few delays, but the trains are up and running just fine. I make sure to stand watch until Soda is completely out of sight, at which point I turn back. I think Soda is a cool name. I don't know why she's whining about it. Well, the meaning, right? Sweetly. Shiromitsugawa is something of a student town, so even here at the station where there's a relatively large number of restaurants, it's never exactly bustling on a whole... Bustling? On a day off like today when all the students aren't around. It doesn't help that the town hardly gets any tourists. This town is somewhat well known because of the Corona Beverages headquarters being here, so one might reasonably expect the town as a whole to also be in a good financial shape. But apparently this isn't enough to keep the town afloat. They went all out on revitalization project with that anime and everything, hoping to make the place a hot tourist attraction, but this is all we have to show for it. Gujo suddenly pops into my head. Cleaning up a mess you inherited from your parents has got to be pretty tough. What's the B? Pretty tough for the daughter of a company president. I've got to applaud her for it. As soon as I arrive at my apartment complex, the sun begins to set on the horizon. You know why? I don't know why, but the CG is so far reminding me of Fukuoka. That unpopular festival should be just about over now. Man, I sure hope the earthquake earlier didn't make a mess of my place. I hurriedly open the door. Despite my concerns, my apartment is surprisingly fine. Of course, I don't own anything I'm worried about getting busted up. Heck, I don't really own much to begin with. I don't even have a TV. The only thing I really care about is the laptop I use to get on the web. I turn it on and take a seat, waiting for it to boot up. As of this spring, I'm a second year. That means it's already been a whole year since I moved into this apartment. Nowadays, this place feels more like home to me than my folks'. The only issue I have are I have to fend for myself when it comes to meals, and I have to do all my own laundry. Let me do whatever. I can clean, I can scrub whatever, but cooking, Look, cooking is one of those things that just by thinking what I want to eat is more than enough work than actual cooking. I'd rather wash dishes, I don't care, but put me to think about what we're having for dinner, I ain't doing that. I clean up the place when I feel like it. I can tell. Right after I started living on my own, I tried to get good at cooking too. But nowadays, I don't even try. I've thrown away every spice and seasoning I bought. Reason 1, cooking is a pain in the butt. Reason 2, it jacks up electric bill more than I expected. And most of all, reason 3, my cooking just plain sucks. This trifecta of pain broke my spirit. Hence why my meals consist of either convenience store lunches and packaged food from the supermarket, or I get up and take a peek at the clock. Working today has worn me out. I kick back and browse the web until it gets light. The sun completely set and hunger starting to set in. I decided it's time to leave my apartment. Wow, it looks cooler at night. My destination is my favorite spa. A place I've gone to for the past few years since I started living on my own. I've been known to go there every day for long stretches, and at the least I go once a week. This game gets bonus points for having very easily legible text. Cafe 9. Bar? 9 bar? Okay. Alright, how do I get out of here? Help me. How? Oh. Though it's nominally more of a coffee shop, they have a solid lunch and dinner menu, and not only is it cheap, the portions are generous to boot. I cannot freaking talk today. I'm done. I'm tired. Oh, I forgot to talk about something at the beginning of the video. So 2 weekends ago, I watched the Chainsaw movie in 3D, and let me tell you, that movie, absolute peak. I can't get that track of my head. It's the pool scene, and In the Pool starts playing. That track has been stuck in my head, and it's been on my TikTok FYP every single day, and it depresses me very badly. That movie messed me up a little. Not gonna lie, it messed me up a little. And I have so much more beef with Makima now. If anyone has seen it, you know what I'm talking about. And if you have not seen it and you are going to watch it, watch it. You can watch it in 3D, even better. It's a haven for students like me. On the weekdays, it's usually filled with the clamor of people stopping by on their way home from club activities, but considering it's a day off, I can probably eat in peace and quiet. After I check the daily specials on the sandwich board in front of the restaurant, I open the retro style door. We're gonna have more fine chai teas in here. Huh? Nice glasses. When I open the door, the waitress greets me from farther in. Oh, this track. This is good. I like this. Who might you be? She quickly comes to show me to a table. Miyako?
Hi.
The cafe is practically empty. I take my favorite seat over by the window and peruse the menu.
Hi.
Kujo places my glass on the table and walks away. I didn't even recognize her. Yes, the same Kujo. Thanks for clarifying. Her service is by the book, and I have zero inclination to start up a conversation with her myself. Bro! She did that earlier and she's here working now? That sucks. Talk about slavery, am I right? We may be classmates, but obviously there's a bit of distance between the two of us. A friend likes to tease me saying I come here all the time because I've got my sights set on her, but honestly, I only recently realized the waitress at my favorite restaurant was my classmate Miyako Kujo. After the opening ceremony at school, I came here to grab a bite, and once I went to pay my check, that's what Kujo ended up saying to me. I'm assuming each episode of this game is gonna be a different maiden, huh? Or situation, or both. Yeah, maybe both. That was when it finally clicked. Oh, duh, that's my new classmate Kudo. And it also hit me that the 9 in Cafe 9 bell, not bell, matched with the Ku in Kudo's name, which probably wasn't a coincidence. You see, the retired founder of Corona Beverages is also Kudo's grandfather. Manages and operates this cafe. I can be pretty oblivious to things outside my interest, I guess. Even Kudo got a chuckle out of it, saying, "Just now figured it out." I mean, what with her changing her hair, putting on glasses, and just acting a lot different from when I see her at school, I feel like she should cut me a break. Anyway, that was the closest to a conversation we've ever come, either here or at school. Still, she's acting a bit different today.
すいません。
はい。
Having decided on my order, I casually raised my hand and called Kujo over. Kujo trots over to me.
お伺いします。
Oh, and another little thing I forgot to say. I have no idea what this anime is. Well, yeah, kind of, but visual novel is about. All I saw was supernatural, and that's it. I don't know what the heck is going on here. So, it's gonna be a whole lot of surprises, surely.
ビーフカツレツのセット、ライスで。
はい。ビーフカツレツのセットをライスで。以上でよろしいですか？
はい。
かしこまりました。
She briskly takes my order. Another part-timer I often see is standing nearby, and I hear her say, "What? No Salisbury steak today?" It's kind of annoying, but Kujo does me a favor by not joining in or teasing. How kind of her. However, Kujo doesn't head for the kitchen. Instead, she stares at me with a slightly apologetic expression.
ごめんなさい、新見くん。少しだけいい？
Well, this is a first. The surprise request leaves me at a loss, and I end up meekly nodding my head in
あ
reply.
りがとう。これ、見覚えないかな？
She said something on the table. I have no clue what it is, though.
アクセ？
多分髪飾りかな。神社に落ちていたの。落とし主を探していたのだけど。
What if it had lice on it? Why are you picking that up?
ああ、それで俺に？
I pick it up and take a look at it. He's gonna say, "Oh, it's my sister's. Thank you very much." I'm not really a jewelry expert, but my guess is that it's made out of silver. The design looks like a flower. I think back trying to recall if any of the festival gooners were wearing this, but unfortunately my memory isn't what you'd call amazing.
悪い、わからないな。見覚えはない。
そう、ありがとう。彼女さんと一緒だったでしょ？もしかしたらって思って。
ん？彼女？
あれ、一緒にいた。
ああ、違う違う。妹だよ。
ごめんなさい。早とちりしちゃって。
あいつもたまに髪につけてるけど、多分違うな。どちらかといえば、九条の方がこういうの持ってそうだ。
そう？
いつもつけてる。
あ。
She touches her hair with her left hand as if she just remembered that fact. I guess she takes it off when she's at work, but at school, Kujo always wears a pretty hair clip in that very spot.
私と気が合いそうな人を探せば見つかるかな。
かもな。
I set the hair clip on the table and nudge it over towards Kujo.
ありがとう。ごめんなさい、時間取らせて。
どういたしまして。見つからないなら先生に預けておくのもいいかもな。
あ、そうね。それが良かったのかもしれない。自分で何とかしなきゃって思っちゃって。
責任感強いな。フェスも九条が一番頑張ってたし。
そんなことない。私は当日に少しお手伝いするだけだし。一番大変だったのは他のスタッフさん。
写真撮られまくって大変だったろ
ちょっとね。でもコスプレした時点で覚悟は決めてたから恥ずかしくはあったんだけど。
似合ってたけどな。ああ、妹が言ってたんだ。声優とか役者とかと勘違いしてた。
妹さんに伝えておいてもらっていい？ありがとうって。
わかった。
blurt out some nonsense and find myself slightly flustered. Take a sip of water to cool down and try to get the conversation back on track.
にしてもイベントの後にバイトって働きすぎだろ。すげえな。
バイトといっても家業のお手伝いみたいなものだから。
仕事は仕事だろ。お疲れ様。地震とか今日は大変だったな。
そうね。新見くんもお疲れ様。いつもありがとう。
Anything for you? Nah, not you, the teacher, yeah.
いつも？
お店に来てくれて。
Dude, I think she wants you. Follow her home. She smiles sweetly and heads off to the kitchen. No, but okay, real talk though. This dude has already mentioned how he doesn't have the balls to approach and talk to her. But yet, this girl somehow finds a way to talk to him every single time. There has to be some sort of interest, right? I mean, it wasn't once or twice. Sounds like it anyway. She smiles sweetly and heads off to the kitchen. Yikes, my heart skipped a beat. God, I'm such a pushover. I clear my throat trying to get out that weird awkward lump and decide to kill some time until my food comes by, playing with my smartphone. The place is empty, so dinner should come out fast. My inbox is filled with messages from Soda griping at me, but I choose to ignore them and mark them all as read. I open up a game to waste my in-game stamina. Right about when I'm at a good place to stop, I sense someone coming and lift my eyes from the screen.
お待たせしました。ビーフカツレツセットです。
She lays out the dishes. It looks delicious, and you get a ton of food for 500 yen here. Can't help but wonder if they're actually making a profit, but regardless, this place is godsend for poor students like... Huh?
コーラは頼んでないぞ。
さっきのお礼。嫌いだったら残してもいいから。ごゆっくりどうぞ。
She picks up her tray, bows her head slightly, and leaves. Not sure she should be thanking me. All I did was tell her I didn't know anything.
律儀だな。
I remember myself as I accept her kind gesture and take a sip of the drink. Man, Kujo turned out to be easier to talk to than I expected. I always pictured her as being a little uptight. Makes me think maybe we could be friends.
いただきます。
Put my hands together and pray for a moment, then grab my pair of chopsticks. Sharing a conversation with a girl I normally don't talk to is enough to make me slightly giddy. Man, I really am a softie. Nah, I'd be
あ
giddy
りが
too.
とうございました。
You didn't ask for the line. Why didn't you? That was a very clear shot. I finished my meal and exit the cafe. Weekday or weekend, this town is dead at night. There are more shops here than around my folks' place, but things are just as deserted here as they are there. Hardly any cars pass through the streets late at night, so on a whim, I decide to leave a little dangerously and go walk down the middle of the road. This is the kind of freedom I have now. Sure, I only started living on my own so that Sora could have her bratty way, but nowadays I've adjusted to this lifestyle so much that the idea of going back to live with my folks just sounds like a pain in the butt. I decided to take the long way back home to burn off some calories. I'm right next to the shrine and I figure I might as well go inside while I'm here, so I step through the imposing gate. Not a trace of the festival remains. The shrine has been returned to its usual somber mood. Also, it's pretty darn creepy in the dark. We've got no real business here, so I guess it's about time I head back. I swear I'm not just scared. Honest. Uh-huh. I pick up on the dark shadow at the corner of my eye and give a little jump. Oh, yeah, okay. Just a cat. No. Wait. What is it? I get closer to confirm. It
ぬいぐるみ？
looks alive. Some anime merch, I guess. Pretty unconventional. I guess if I wanted to be nice, I could call it interesting. Yeah, it has a pretty interesting design. Must have been dropped by a festival gooner or a staff member. Dang, this thing spooked me good. Move it over to the spot where someone is more likely to see it, and I give it a little tap on the head.
じゃあな。
This is gonna follow us home. I end up talking to the plushie to try to cover up the fact that it did, in fact, scare me. Giving the plushie a wry look to hide my shame, I sigh and put the shrine behind me. It's following us home, without a doubt. It has a mind of its own. Look at it. What the fuck? That's creepy. Why is it so why is it green? Gross. It's melting? Why? What is that? Day 4-1. Oh, April 18th. Got it. Yeah, I knew that. My super duper fun Sunday has come and gone. Monday has arrived. Ah, you're reminding me that tomorrow is Monday. I don't want to work. I don't want to go to work tomorrow. Nothing worse than realizing on a Sunday night that you had to get up early for whatever tomorrow. I hate it here! Monday has arrived and my no desire to go to school, itis, and don't want to get out of bed, osis, are both acting up. But I must throw up my willpower and get dressed. Pull out a porch of jelly drink from the fridge and gulp it down. Supply my energy reserves for the day ahead. Ah, the little chewy wobbly bits really hit the spot. After a quick bad itch check, I exit my apartment. April. But the average temperature is lower this year, which explains the oddly cool breeze. The brisk snap of a gust of wind helps me shake off my drowsiness.
Oh, やっと来た!
Someone shouts at me in a really aggravating tone. Going against the flow of students heading towards school, the owner of said aggravating voice shows herself. Cute! I keep my feet moving, walking along while reluctantly engaging in conversation.
遅いよ、もっと早く来てよ。何コンビニ寄ってたの？
昼飯買わないといけないからな。
かわいそう。私はお母さんのお弁当あるのに、お兄様は安いパンですの？
残念だったな、今日はおにぎりだ。
そんなんでお腹膨れる？お母さんにニーニの分も作ってもらえるように頼んでおこうか？
え、マジ？
あ、やっぱないな。2人分のお弁当重いからやだ。うわ、ゴミを見る目だ。妹に向ける目じゃないよ、それ兄やん。
あのさ。
何？
お前友達いないの？
は、何急に？いますよ。いるに決まってるでしょ。
じゃあ友達と投稿しろよ、俺じゃなくて。
毎朝寂しく孤独に投稿しているお兄様に気を使ってあげてるんでしょ。
On God, Soda, you deserve better.
余計なお世話だ。
んだと？兄やんはさ、もっとさ、私に優しくした方がいいと思うんだよね。いっつもイライラしててさ。
ちゃんと相手してやってるんだから十分優しいだろ。
そうじゃなくて、ああいう風に。
She points ahead of us. There's a gathering of male students there. No, wait, not exactly. It's actually a meek-looking girl surrounded by a bunch of boys. Why you gotta hit us with one of those every time? I wasn't even thinking of that. She's the shy one of this animation, huh? She's acting awfully timid, but it doesn't seem like they're bullying her or anything. They all seem to be trying to charm her by rizzing her, by chatting her up, or offering to carry her bag.
すっげえ、見て、モテモテ、お姫様みたいな扱い。
本人は困ってるみたいだけどな。
兄やんも私をああいう風に扱えよ。
Please don't be like that one girl from Kinkoi. What's her? What's Oto's sister's name? Chicken! Chicken, yeah, chicken. Don't be weird like chicken.
ちょっと、本気のため息やめてくれない？
朝からお前の相手は疲れる。
そういうのもやめて。
I pick up the pace trying to get past this crowd that's undoubtedly having a negative influence on Soda. As we pass them, I check the girl out from the corner of my eye. I don't think she's in my grade. A freshman? A senior? Nah, no way she's a senior. She really looks like she's in a bind.
あの人、電車で何回か見たことあるな。一人で本読んでる人だ。
実は副業でアイドルしてるとかな。
は？そんなエロゲみたいな設定現実にあると思ってんの？
お前そんなもんにも手出してんのか？
たまたまだよ。面白そうなゲームがたまたま18禁だったんですよ。
Soda a gooner confirmed? That's funny. I would have never thought it.
おかんに言っとこ。
やめて。
I slid for Soda's antics all the way to school. Well, I shouldn't complain. Soda did just enroll here, and despite the way she acts around me, she's pretty shy. Probably dealing with a bit of stress from the unfamiliar environment. Nah, but actually, she does remind me of Reina a little. But shy. Or more Meguru. I guess the way she talks reminds me of Reina, but her personality more Meguru. That said, the way she tries to follow me all the way to class is just plain silly, so I did try and make a break for the second year dorm. Dorm? I can't read. Doesn't matter. I ignore everybody and head to my seat. Look how modern it looks. It looks cool. The school year just started, so most of the people I know got shuffled around to different classes for mine. Kujo is already here, but we haven't made eye contact yet. Well, that's the way it goes. I'm sure I'll get more familiar with my new classmates soon enough.
Ohayo! Ohayo! Ohayo!
Energetic? As I'm trying not to make a scene, a youthful guy comes in with exactly the opposite plan in mind, greeting everyone around him. That would be Yoichi Fukazawa. The only friend of mine from last year who ended up in the same class as me. His androgynous looks and charming personality have won over a handful of girls who I've heard call him a prince.
Ohayo, Kakeru.
He heads my way and perches on the edge of the seat of a nearby vacant desk. My unenthusiastic response of sup is, well, the norm.
昨日どうだった？
フェスか？
そうそう、行ったんでしょ？
行ったっていうか手伝いだけどな。
大盛況？
いや、自信があったろ。
ああ、あったね、大きいの。
そのせいで一時中断って感じになってたし、去年よりも内容的にはひでんじゃねえかな。
あらら、グッズとかたくさん作ってたのに。
アニメの放送終わってどれだけ経ったと思ってんだか。けどまあ、九条のキャラは人気あったな。
九条のキャラ？何？
コスプレしてたんだよ、九条が。
え？あの九条さんが？
そう。
Inevitably, we both turn to look at Kudo. She's sitting at her desk, her spine straight as a ruler, looking distressed as she stares at something in her hand. She looks completely different again. I'm like, who is this girl? I think I like her cosplay look, not gonna lie. And look, hold up, hey, no, I'm not into the cosplay thing. But her cosplay looked very different, to say the least. Like even her uniform for work at the cafe was also really different. It's just like, what the frick? It's like she's a different maiden with all these different looks. Looks like the hair clip from yesterday. Seems she hasn't found the owner yet.
どのキャラのコスプレしてたの？
Does it matter?
いや、名前わかんないけど、ヒロインとかじゃね。他にもレイヤーいたけど、一番露出度高かったような。
Is he a gooner?
イーリスだ。
Gooner.
え？
露出度高いなら魔眼のイーリスでしょ。
だから名前は知らんで。
うわー、僕も行けばよかったな。九条さんのコスプレ見たかった。写真も撮りたかったな。
そんな趣味あったっけ？
コスプレ自体には興味ないけど、エロい格好には興味あるよ。
ああ。
九条さんスタイルいいし、絶対使える写真になったのに。くそー。
The prince is a gooner! Find myself glaring through hooded eyes as my friend, as he seriously bemoans not taking compromising photos of her classmate. He may look like a pure and charming prince on the outside, but he's a gooner at heart. But on the inside, he's a gooner horn dog. With my baby face, I can probably pull off sneaking into the ladies' bath, don't you think? Yes, he seriously said that to me once. He's actually that bad. What? I was about to say I like him. He seems cool. He's low-key weird. He's a closeted weirdo. The gulf between his appearance and reality is bound to make any poor, starry-eyed girl's head spin. Then again, if he was as innocent as he looks, I probably wouldn't be friends with him in the first place.
写真撮ってないの？
Oh no, the main character is just as bad?
撮られまくってたし、ネットで探したらあるかもな。
そっか、探そう、すぐ探そう。九条さんのエロ画像を検索しよう。
そ そういうの大声で言うのやめろよマジで。本人に聞こえるぞ。
それはそれで。
よくねえよ、チャイム鳴ってんぞ。早く戻れ戻れ。
はいはーい。
Yuichi returns to his desk, blatantly getting out his smartphone to start on his new quest.
はーい、席ついて。朝のホームルーム始めますよ。
Not kidding. I'm not kidding. God dang. Respectfully. God dang. She's gorgeous. Miss Nadose enters the classroom right as the bell goes silent, prompting my classmates to rush to their seats.
はーい、みんないるね。特に連絡事項はないんだけど。
I half listen to her and my eyes start to wander. Hujo's still staring at that hair clip. It's a little weird how preoccupied she is with some lost hair clip. Yeah, why is she worrying so much about a hair clip? Thank goodness, she doesn't seem to have overheard our raunchy conversation. I breathe a little easier. I'm not sure if it's because I just moved up a grade, but class is a drag. I inevitably find myself mechanically writing notes, my mind drifting as I try to stifle the occasional yawn. 50 minutes taking notes, rinse and repeat, performing this cycle umpteen times, each one feeling longer than the last as my boredom grows, and I finally reach the promised land. After school!
掃除当番とかさ、業者にやってもらえばいいのにね。
Alright, Gunnar friend, I have to wrap it
セ
up
ーブ
here.
画面です。セーブし
Unfortunately.
ますね。セーブしました。
Wow, okay. So far. Liking this already. The animation, the soundtracks, the freaking characters, except the Gunners, they're a little concerning. I can't believe he said that, by the way. Very, a bit concerning. A bit. Hopefully he gets better. Still have no idea what to expect, which is great. I should start doing that from now on. Just don't read anything about the VN and just leave it all up to you guys. Anyway, I'm liking this so far. I really like that whole brother and sister quarrel thing. It was very entertaining. And the teacher, oh boy. Oh boy, oh googly moogly. She's finer than Miss Hisashima. Hisashima, I'm sorry. Hisashima, I don't know who that is. I'll wrap it up here. Thank you. Thank you so much for being here, for joining me in an episode. I didn't say welcome back to 9 in the beginning of the video, did I? I really hope not. Should have been welcome to. Anyway, if you're new here and enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing. I would really appreciate it. And hitting that like. And if you are not new here, subscribe again and hit that like. Thank you. I'd appreciate it. With that being said, I'll let y'all go. It was the first good episode. I can't wait to see what comes of this story. Especially for $70, this game better live up to the hype. My boy. Anyway, I'll let you go. Once again, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video as always. You'll stay safe, and until next time.